Hey Virgo, this read is for you guys. Let's go ahead and get started for you. Alright, so universe, what messages do you have for Virgo today? You got some guidance, some insight, maybe some warnings, some affirmations. Let's help Virgo on their path in life. What do you got today, universe? Whoa, we got a jumper here. So we have the chakra that deals with desires and emotions. We have suffering and silence, shadow, emotional loss, and moving on. So I feel like we're dealing with a breakup here, guys. We're dealing with some heartache. Dealing with a lot of raw emotions. And not talking about them. Because that's why I feel the suffering and silence is. You're going through a hurt, you're going through a loss, but you're not leaning on anybody or sharing with anybody. So you're carrying the burden by yourself. That's what it feels like. I'm going to keep pulling cards here. Spiritual union, rejoice and celebration, spiritual strength, awareness, and hope. I'm getting a future vibe from the spiritual union and rejoice and celebration. I feel like that's where you're headed. But right now you're having to heal and deal with these raw emotions. You're having to heal these emotional wounds so that you can then move past them and be in a place where you can welcome a new relationship. I feel like the awareness card is speaking to sort of an introspection, some soul searching, finding out some inner truths. I feel like it's taking time for yourself to process everything here. Yeah, definitely that introspection, that soul searching. I think within that, you're going to find clarity. Not just about yourself, but maybe about what that relationship was, why it had ended, what you really want, maybe what your desires really are for a spiritual connection, for a deep connection with a partner. I think it's going to help you to look at things in a new light. I feel like that's what the Fool card speaks of. I feel like it ties in with the Star card and finding clarity. I have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups tends to represent being stuck in hurt, being stuck in sadness, in those negative emotions, grieving a loss, so much so that you can't see positive opportunities around you. So I feel like this card is a warning that if you don't heal from this hurt and move past it, you're going to stay stuck in it, and you're going to miss a new opportunity, an opportunity with someone you can really connect with on a deep level. That might be that union that you're looking for. I have the Ace of Pentacles, which represents new beginnings. And then I have the Knight of Cups. To me, I feel like this is a new beginning for you emotionally. I feel like within all of this soul searching, I feel like it's gonna become clear to you the qualities that you actually want in a partner. I think it's gonna change the way you go about looking for a partner as well. And I think it's gonna increase your chances of finding the right person for you. Yep. So I got the Ten of Wands here, and the Ten of Wands represents feeling overburdened and overwhelmed. And I feel like this speaks of your search for that right person, because I feel like you're not just looking to date. you are looking to settle down. You're looking for someone who you can have that lifetime connection with, and I feel like you've been looking for a while. And I think that's why these breakups hurt so much too, is because you invest more in it because that's what you're looking for, and then the hurts are twice as bad. I have the Three of Wands here. And the Three of Wands speaks of a positive forward movement of working towards your goal. So I feel like it's encouraging you to keep looking. Because sometimes when we get hurt so bad, we just completely close ourselves off and we're like, this is just, I can't do this again. And then you're not looking. And then again, you're getting stuck. And you're not going to see those positive opportunities around you. So I feel like the universe through these cards is encouraging you to do that soul searching, to do that healing, to really find that clarity and figure out what you want in a partner and change the way you go about looking for them. And then I feel like this is going to be your reward. I have the Empress and the Emperor here. And when I get them in a line together, I see soulmates. So I feel that you are going to find your soulmate. Your search will come to an end. The universe is encouraging you to keep looking. But definitely, I think you're going to have to change. You're going to have to change where you're looking for these people and where you're going to find them. And I feel like this is speaking to the relationship that you're healing from this line here. I have the King of Swords. And I feel like this person who you were with, who's caused this heartbreak, they were the negative aspects of this King of Swords. So dishonesty, untrustworthy, no integrity. They were cold. So like not affectionate, not holding your hand in public, not hugging you in public. I feel like that's what this person was. I have the Seven of Swords next to him, which speaks of a situation that you felt was unfair, or you got the short end of the stick. So I definitely feel like you gave more into the relationship than they did. Because I have the Six of Pentacles here, and the Six of Pentacles tends to represent an even give and take. So I feel like these two cards tie together as well. I have the Tower card, which speaks of a disappointing ending and kind of a big one. So I'm feeling like maybe there was a big blowout. I do get a dishonest vibe from this, so I'm almost wondering if there was a lie that was uncovered. And that's where the big fight happened. And you parted ways. I have the Ten of Swords as well. And the Ten of Swords represents something coming to a disappointing ending. But if you can see the light around the swords, it represents that this ending was actually beneficial for you in the long run. So even though it sucks and it feels crappy right now, it actually teaches you a life lesson that prepares you better for this Emperor or Empress that you're actually going to be finding. Okay, so I have the Ace of Wands, which can represent new beginnings. Oh, I was feeling like this is talking about someone from your past. So I have the Page of Pentacles. And he can represent a youth who is academically inclined. I wonder if we're talking about like a high school sweetheart here. Because I got the Queen of Wands. And coupled with the Ace of Wands, I see passion. And I see a romantic connection. So I feel like we're talking about a high school sweetheart here. Why are we talking about a high school sweetheart? Because then I have the Nine of Cups next to them, which represents emotional fulfillment. And I have the Chariot, which speaks of perseverance. So I'm wondering if there was a romance that you had when you were younger. And I don't know that it's this person you want to connect with, but the feelings from this relationship that that's something that you want to connect with. Because I don't feel a negative aspect to it. I feel like it was something positive, but I feel like it was something from the past as well. So I have the High Priestess here, and she represents things that are still unknown to us that we'll find out along the way. And then I have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups tends to represent choices, having many choices, choosing wisely, weighing your options carefully. And so I almost wonder if we're thinking about reconnecting with this high school sweetheart. Or if this high school sweetheart is going to be reconnecting with us. And it's going to give us more choices onto whether this is something that we really want to do, whether this is a path that we really want to go down. I also have the Six of Swords, and she represents moving from stormier times into calmer ones. To me, I feel like this is your transition and your healing. I have the Ten of Pentacles, which can represent abundance. Feel like once you've done your healing, I think you're going to feel like you have many options. So this person from the past, this King of Swords, it won't even enter your mind anymore. I feel like you're going to be looking at things in a new light. You're going to be seeing the potential all around you. I wonder if that isn't what makes you think of this high school sweetheart. Or maybe just remembering. And then wanting that feeling again. Because I'm not getting supporting cards on you reconnecting with this person. So I feel like this is more of a feeling. This is more of a feeling that you want to go back to. It was emotionally fulfilling. I feel like that's what you want to go back to. That's what you want to find again. But as an adult. I have the Five of Wands, which represents conflict. And this time I feel like it represents an inner conflict in you. And deciding what you want your future to look like. Because I have the Four of Wands next to it. And the Four of Wands represents a sort of setting down the foundations for a happy home life. So I feel like you're trying to figure out what you want that to look like. And then I have the Knight of Pentacles, which represents something that you've been working towards for a long time finally coming to fruition. And I think that also speaks of this Emperor and Empress. And then I have the Ten of Cups, which represents abundance in the home life and a happy home life. So I feel like you will get that in the end. You are going to meet your soulmate. I think a big part of it for you is going to be figuring out exactly what you want that person to look like, what you want that relationship to look like. I have the Three of Swords. It can represent heartbreak or separation with the chance of reconciliation. To me in this read, the Three of Swords means separating yourself from your past heartbreaks so that they don't drag you down and that you don't carry baggage in to this soulmate connection that you will find. Being able to sort of sever the past and start fresh. I have the Temperance card next to it, which speaks of a balance between emotion and logic. And I think that's also going to help as well. Being able to look at your relationships, your past relationships, in a logical, rational way to understand why they didn't work, I think it'll help you find clarity in what you want a more permanent soulmate connection to look like. And then I think you're going to find it. And the Two of Cups represents relationships and a deep, deep connection in relationships. And the Ace of Swords represents triumph. So for me in this read, this is all about you healing and moving on. Being able to let go of the past, let go of the baggage, deciding what it is you really want that's going to make you happy. Maybe changing how you go about looking for it. And then I think you're going to find it. Because that's what the cards are saying, that you are going to find your soulmate. You're going to find your match. Alrighty guys, that's what the cards are saying to me. I hope you enjoyed the read. Please feel free to like, to subscribe, to join our community here with Tarot Harmony. And do comment because I love hearing from you guys. Take care.